chosen ones, empaths. There's many reasons why a narcissist doesn't forget about you. But there's one main reason in particular. And that is your intense sexual energy. Chosen ones and empaths have a very high sexual energy. And the reason that we have this such a high sexual energy is our empathetic abilities. The way that we can understand what a person wants and desires is almost like telepathic. We can tell what people want and enjoy through our minds, but we know narcissists and partners in general, we know more of what they want than what they even realize, because we can actually get to the hidden depths of the subconscious, right? Through our empathetic abilities, we're able to actually get to the core being of what a person enjoys. Plus, on the flip side, we have such a high, intense sexual energy to go as part of that as well. This causes our partners to be in a euphoric state. They won't feel close like how they feel close with us, with other people. Now, during the times that they're with us, they do take this for granted. And of course, we know that they do devalue and they do this. So naturally, through the course of time, they won't hold it as an importance. They'll take it for granted and they'll believe they can get it elsewhere. But it's until they go elsewhere, and this is why I say you have to let them go. It's until they go elsewhere and they are intimate with other people. I know how sickening that is to say, because if you love this person and they was your partner, and I don't want you to trigger anyone here, but you more or less have to let them go and indulge in other behaviors with people for them to realize how high and intense your sexual energy actually was. And then that's why I'm never ever saying this information for you to get them back, right? I never, in any of my videos, I never ever advise you to let them back into your life. Even if they come back and they say, I'm sorry, I went with someone else, but I made a mistake. If they're a narcissist, cut them out like a lobotomy, right? But what I want you to understand is our empathetic abilities are so high as chosen, and plus being as chosen people of God, right? We carry light. You've got to understand that the sexual interaction is a real connection where your mind, body, soul, and spirit connects. That's why we talk about soul ties. You hear me talk about soul ties. You hear me talk about that. But our soul ties are like good soul ties. So they'll have constant reminders of us in a good way. Not like us with our negative soul ties, where we think of the narcissist and we ruminate about the narcissist and we feel disgusted and we feel sick. It won't be like that. They have a good soul tie because our soul ties are angelic, right? We're like angelic, okay? So I'm not saying it helps them and aids them in any way, because in the same way that we're tortured by our soul ties and trauma bonds, they're tortured and tormented by the by the soul ties that we possess, that they're tied up with us with. That's why we get hoovers after years and stuff like that, because they can't ever find someone to equate to what we offered. And I'll just focus on it sexually here, but they can't ever find what you offered. Now, it's not just it doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter if this person is this particular way, or this build, or this, or this, that, or this, or none of that matters. It's all energy. Sex is an energy transfer. And by us transferring our energy to them. And this is even because it doesn't matter if this is not just male to female dynamics of an energy transfer, because there's also an energy transfer from the female to the male, right? But regardless, if you're the chosen one of male or female, your energy is so intense that it more or less overwhelms them. It makes them crave it, right? It makes them actually crave it. Now, the narcissist in my life, I remember she would actually crave it, need it. Like, they become like a junkie for sex. They'll become like that. And maybe it didn't happen during the times when you were together, but all I'm saying is after you separated and they're no longer getting that energy transfer, they'll turn into junkies for that potent sexual energy that we offer. Okay? They'll become like junkies for it. A lot of what is portrayed on social media, and everyone looking on social media thinking everyone's living a happy life. People, I believe social media is very toxic because it makes you look at your life in one way and think, oh, everyone else is living a happy life, but I'm not living a happy life. Trust me, social media is full of a lot of miserable people, and they only portray what they want to portray on there to make their lives look better. So as I said before, it doesn't matter about looks. It doesn't matter about that. It's all to do with the spirit. It's all to do with the soul. It's all to do with the energy. It's all to do with stuff that we can't see, that is that we can't put our hands on, so to speak. And we carry this energy. It's so intense. You've heard me discuss this energy in other areas that we have. Our potent supply. You've heard me talk about grade A supply. But this grade A supply, this potent supply, this rolls over into being a chosen one, into our sexual nature. And they will never ever find someone of that again. And as I've mentioned before, even if they did get another chosen one, which is highly unlikely, it's very, very highly unlikely, because there's not as many chosen ones as people make out. Even if they did get another chosen one, they wouldn't be able to reciprocate, like we know they can't, the chosen one in their life at that current time, just like they wasn't able to reciprocate the chosen one that we was in their life at that time when we was with them. Because they'll be so caught up on us when they're dealing with their new supply that they won't be able to actually understand that they have another chosen one. So I just wanted to put that out there for people who are going to say, yeah, but what about if they meet another chosen one? Do you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to comprehend it because they're still not over us. It takes a long time to get over a chosen one. This is why we will experience hoovers. This is why I say, for those of you that are like, oh, I haven't spoken to them in a year. They haven't heard from them. They haven't hoovered me. A year is listen, a year is not a long time for when dealing with narcissists. I'm telling you that the time when they pop back up in your life, you're not going to want them back. The time when they pop back up in your life, you're going to be so healed, so getting on with your life, maybe even with someone new, maybe with another empath or a chosen one. You're going to be so healed that you're going to be like, why the hell are you contacting me? Like, you're not going to want to hoover. You're going to be like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make you feel sick when they reach out, when however they reach out, because they always reach out in some stupid kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's never just hi, how, well, it can be a hi, how are you, but they always do they always put a spin on things or a little twist on things. But I just want you to understand the importance of your sexual energy. And also, this is why I say harnessing your sexual energy as a chosen one and an empath and transmuting your sexual energy can be very powerful too, right? That's currently what I'm doing and have been doing, using my sexual energy and transmuting it into other areas of my life, right? you basically, from your lower chakras, you ascend the energy through your body to your crown chakra and start to manifest things into your life. Okay, so if you are trying to transmute your sexual energy, there's no pornography, there's no self-stimulation, there's no sexual intercourse and releasing, if you're a male, your seed, or no sexual intercourse and have an orgasm if you're a female. And actually using that energy instead of being intimate and transmuting it into other areas. There is ways that the male can have an ejaculation without actually releasing, but it's all practice. You have to build up your pelvic floor muscles and stuff like that to be able to, so you release, but you don't fully release, so you can still harness that energy, right? And you've got to understand that when a man and a woman come together, that can create life. So if you do channel this energy, you can create life within your life, even if you're not physically creating a baby, right? You can manifest what you want in your life by utilizing this sexual energy into other areas, transmuting it into other areas. There's many religions and stuff like that throughout history that have practiced this type of practice, and it's very powerful. It makes you have a clear state of mind, stuff like that. So I would say that if you have been involved with a narcissist and they are like a succubus or an incubus or whatever they are, right? They have drained you, do practice. I would recommend going on a 30-day streak or 60-day streak of no intimacy, no pornography, no self-stimulation, and channeling that energy and going to using the energy to go to the gym, or using the energy to focus on your business, or using the energy just to heal. I would always recommend going on a 30 or 60-day streak. It's not a lifelong thing. You don't have to do it for a lifelong thing, but you can do it for a burst of time, for 30 days, 60 days. And this is what a lot of boxers do. A lot of boxers during their training camps, before they get in the ring, people like Mike Tyson, David Haye. I don't know if you've heard of David Haye. He was an English boxer. You've probably heard of Mike Tyson. They did practice this abstinence and celibacy and transmuting their sexual energy into their workouts. So you can move mountains when you do this. It's very powerful. So I just want you to understand. And plus, if you're a chosen one, your sexual energy is a lot more potent. So you harnessing this energy and transmuting it into other areas of your life is very powerful. There's also a book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. There's a chapter in that book which talks about this. So if you want to check that out, maybe just read a chapter on it or whatnot. Think and Grow Rich is called by Napoleon Hill. There's a chapter on channeling your sexual energy. So anyway, just realize that these narcissists, they will never ever get over you. They will never get over, they never forget a chosen one's intense sexual energy. They'll never get over it. They will never find it again. And that is just the way it is. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, as people say. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently I have the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. If you want to check that out, the link for that channel is also in the description box. So anyway, we'll be back with another video soon. Peace.